Yes, we do. Thank you very much. And welcome to the show, Kenneth Johnson, President and CEO of Lipari Mining. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
How are you doing?
Very good, very good. It's been a special day for us. We just did the bell ringing ceremony at the CIBO Canada Exchange today and announced our listing, which actually started about a month ago. Yeah. So we're the only diamond mining company listed on the CIBO Exchange, one of only 3 diamond producers in Canada that are listed. And we are excited to the future going forward here.
Hey, congratulations. Listed here as LML, again, on the CIBO Canada Exchange. So for those who are unfamiliar with the company, what can you kind of tell us about the company as in terms of where it is today and what sets you guys apart within the larger mining industry?
Well, we're a diamond producer. We're the largest diamond producer in Latin America. We have a mine based in Brazil, in the northeast of Brazil, called the João mine. We produce 140,000 carats of diamonds. That generates about $25 million in gross revenue, US dollars, and per year. And that mine's been in production since 2016. It started as an open pit operation. Now we've successfully transitioned that mine from an open pit operation to an underground operation, and we're going to continue that mine producing 140,000 carats a year for the next 3 to 4 years. During that time, we're going to start focusing our attention on Angola, because that really is where the future of our company is, in Angola.
That's really, well, we're going to talk about both those locations in a minute there too. But just more generally, from your point of view, how do you view the global diamond market in terms of its evolution? And then where do you see the biggest risks and opportunities therein?
Well, I think there's no better time to be looking at investing in a natural diamond producer like ourselves, like Lipari. Diamond demand is starting to increase. You know, U.S. still accounts for about 60% of the diamond jewelry demand, but you're starting to see increased demand out of India and out of China. As the Chinese economy starts to grow back again, you're going to see increased demand there. And there's very few natural diamond producers in the world. There's only 22 diamond mines in the world. And a lot of those mines are quite old. Some of them are shutting down. In fact, we've got 2 here in Canada that'll be shutting down in the next 5 years. Ekati and Diavik mine. Diavik shuts down next year. Ekati in probably 3 to 5 years it'll be shutting down. So that's taking, you know, natural diamond supply out of the global market, and prices are going to further increase, because diamonds are very rare. I mean, that's what's so precious about them. That's why they have value. So I think, you know, if you're looking to invest in a company that produces something rare, that is something that's going to be in demand in the near-term future, a luxury item, Lipari is the company to invest in.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for going over that for sure. And now let's talk about some of these specific locations you mentioned earlier. So the João mine, what makes this asset a really key part of the company story here? Well,
it's the foundation of the mine. We're a small producer by global production. We produce only 140,000 carats, as I mentioned, but it provides our company a foundation to grow from. We put that mine in production back in 2016 at a capital cost of $65 million. We built it ourselves, our team. We've got about 200 employees in Brazil. And now we're looking at taking that experience that we gained and bringing that mine into production through the construction phase and feasibility, and exporting that talent to Angola. And we've got a very big project in Angola, has potential to be 10 times the production, so going from 140,000 carats a year to 1.4 million carats a year out of the project in Angola, with a much longer life of mine.
That's really, really exciting here. So talk a little bit more about the scope of this Angola project and what makes you confident in the potential, specifically with regards to Angola and the large expansion you mentioned.
Angola really is the place to be for diamond exploration. There's been some important changes that the government's made over the last 10 years almost to attract foreign investment into the country, focused mainly on the resource sector, mining sector. So you've got companies like Rio Tinto, Anglo-American, De Beers going back in there, exploring for diamonds, exploring for base metals, and now they allow foreign companies like ourselves to earn a majority interest in the mineral rights, which is important. So we start out with a 75% equity interest in our project there called Chatengo. We can increase our interest to 90%. By diluting down our partners, which is the government mining company called Endiama. And our project, the Chatengo project, encompasses 1,000 square kilometers. It covers 30 kimberlite deposits. One of them has been brought to feasibility, has over $35.6 million spent on it historically, spent on it by Alrosa, which is the big Russian diamond producer. They brought that project to feasibility, forecast a life of mine of 14 years, producing 1.4 million carats. And really what we're going to do is reproduce that feasibility study in today's prices and look to push that project into production in the next 3 years.
That sounds really exciting. And so with that in mind, looking forward here, What should investors be looking for milestones and growth drivers for Lipari right now?
Well, one of them was one we announced yesterday. We announced our initial 43101, or Canadian compliant resource for the Chuizo kimberlite. That's one of the 30 kimberlites on the Chitengo project. That's a new mineral resource for that. It shows that it confirms the resource that was previously reported by Alrosa. So now we'll put a processing plant in on site. We'll process some of the ore, recover some diamonds that we can sell in the market to determine the current market value of the diamonds. And with that information, we'll be able to complete the feasibility study, do the mine design, and push the mine into production. So over the next 3 years, we're going to have a steady diet of news coming out, and hopefully we'll see the value of our company increase as we go along.
That sounds really exciting, and congratulations on your journey. Congratulations on the bell ringing and being listed here on CBOE Canada under ticker LML. We have Kenneth Johnson here, CEO and President of Lipari Mining. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
Kenneth.
you. It was a pleasure. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.